There were brutal weeks of 45-hour workdays, 15-hour classes, and study time squeezed in however I could. I'd see Tyler posting on Facebook, football games, foam parties, trips to the beach. I, on the other hand, would calculate whether my balance would cover the semester's textbooks or the grocery shopping. It was almost never enough for both. I shared books with classmates or used old, worn-out library copies. My parents knew everything. They'd see me come home exhausted, falling fast asleep on their couch because I hadn't set foot in my own bed for 3 days. Not once did they offer to pay for a single class or cover my shift so I could rest. But when Tyler casually mentioned wanting to join an exclusive fraternity, $800 magically appeared in less than a week. After graduating, I jumped headfirst into supply chain management. I started at the very bottom of the organizational chart. Horrible hours, furious clients, and downright impossible deadlines. 8 years later, I landed the job of Senior Logistics Coordinator. It's not a glamorous job, but I earn pretty well. About $73,000 base salary, plus excellent bonuses. I have my own small house, a very reliable car, and all my bills are paid up. A completely normal and functional adult life. Tyler, meanwhile, moved back in with my parents. He spent 2 whole years finding himself, erratically jumping between part-time jobs, and now loudly proclaims himself a freelance graphic designer. Freelance, in his case, means making mediocre logos for his drinking buddies' failed startups. He's never made more than $15,000 a year. He's 28 and lives comfortably in my parents' remodeled basement without paying a single cent in rent or utilities. The worst part of this whole situation is how we're described to others. Tyler is the creative soul, the artistic one, the brave young man finding his own way in a tough world. I, on the other hand, am obsessed with money and not seeing the big picture of life. His chronic unemployment is seen as a virtue for following his passion. My stable job, my savings, and my independence are disparaged as tragically settling for corporate mediocrity. Every family gathering follows the exact same script. Mom asks Tyler about his latest design project as if she were interviewing Michelangelo himself. He talks for half an hour without interruption about a simple $200 logo, and she listens, fascinated, nodding and asking about the deeper nuances of his artistic vision. Dad chimes in to praise his tireless entrepreneurial spirit. They analyze his portfolio together at the dining room table as if it were a museum exhibit. Then, invariably, Mom glances at me and asks if I'm still doing that warehouse thing. She doesn't ask how my career or projects are going. He just says, that warehouse thing. His tone heavy with obvious embarrassment and discomfort. I manage the entire supply chain for one of the largest regional manufacturing companies. We handle ground and air logistics across 17 different states. I coordinate directly with over 40 multinational suppliers, and I manage complex inventory systems that control tens of millions of dollars worth of products. I organize daily shipments worth 10 times more than my parents' entire house. I solve distribution problems nationwide, and I lead a team of 50 people who depend on my strategic decisions. But to my family, my career boils down to that warehouse thing. I once tried to patiently explain what my job entailed during a Thanksgiving dinner. I got 3 sentences in, and Tyler abruptly cut me off to excitedly announce that some supposed Instagram influencer wanted me to design a logo for his channel. Immediately, the entire table's attention shifted to him. My explanation hung in the air, forgotten, as if I didn't even exist or my words didn't matter at all.